54. Highlights from a season in which the football was both bad and beautiful. But whatever the brand of ball, it was a season of thrills and upsets for the thousands of fans who filled the stands or watched their TV sets each weekend from August to November. In 1954, the league hit a new high for halftime vaudeville, with bands and drum majorettes, making football the spectacle, not merely the game. Big Four football in 54 wasn't everything it could have been. Ottawa Rough Riders never did untrack themselves, chief among their troubles being John Gramley and his change of football shoes for U.S. Army clogs. Argonauts, never in the history of their club have ever blown so hot and cold in one season. Hamilton Ticats had a lot of promise and courage, but just didn't have enough to follow through to take the Montreal Alouettes. The Owls had Sam the Rifle Etcheverry, one of the finest throwing and running quarterbacks this country has ever seen. With Sam in the slot, the Alouettes had to be loaded. More and more each year, the leather is being handled by high-priced ivory from the United States. But in spite of this fact, the league had its Canadian stars like Powell, Simpson, McNichol, Toohey, McFarland, and many others. The season wasn't without its backstage differences. Boyles of Hamilton was very unhappy about the schedule, which sent his team against the Owls 3 times in the first 5 games. It was undoubtedly Montreal's year. As Bob Fruin of the Toronto Telly ably summed it up, 1954 football in the East was dominated by a quarterback named Etcheverry and the impact of television. Montreal at Hamilton. Montreal has the ball. Etcheverry calls signals. Quick pitch out to Webster over the left side for a short gain. Sam Etcheverry back to pass. He looks, fires, down the middle, complete to Powell. He's bulldogged by Ragazzo at the catch 17. On the move, the powerful Owls strike for a touchdown. A handoff to the crashing Alec Webster. He gets good blocking, drives through 2 cats for the major score. Convert attempt by Poole is good, and indicators of the season are shown. Etcheverry, Webster, and Poole. That's Montreal 12, Hamilton nothing. In the third quarter, the Owls increase the lead to 18-1, and Tex Coulter booms a punt. Taken by Dick Brown, stopped by Capozzi, and brought down by 4 large larks. Hamilton have possession with Songen at quarter, back to pass, down the middle, and a good grab by Toohey. Fletcher pulls him down. The air lanes are quickest. As Songen back to pass, tries Cusser over the left side, but it just bounces out of his hand. Again, a pass is called for as the Cats have their moment of the day. A beautiful pass and a fine catch by Ray Ramsey gives the Hamilton team their lone score. Convert attempt, Truan to kick. The snap is poor. Dawson attempts to run the ball, but Patterson is alert. The extra point try fails. It's Montreal 18, Hamilton 6. Late in the game, after the Owls had added to their score, the Tabbies tried desperately to close the gap. From the short punt formation, Songen back, fires to Cusserow. Coulter and Wagner combine on the tackle. 2nd and 2. Songen sets the pass. A high looper. Ramsey has it. Grigg and Bruce Coulter put the tackle on it. Still in the short punt formation. Songen calls signals, looks, fires a long pass over the left side. Intercepted by Hal Patterson. He starts back, flips to Bleacher, then to Michener. Back to Patterson as the Owls keep control of the ball and win with the final score, Montreal 24 and Hamilton 6. Ottawa, Toronto, the Queen of the Mermaids, Marilyn Bell, the mighty mite who conquered Lake Ontario, kicks on. Cousin Bob Simpson holds the ball. On with the game as Baker of Ottawa sends the kickoff to the 2-yard line. Little Billy Cross moves behind his interference and races to the Argo 36-yard line. In the early minutes of the first quarter, Argos can't move the ball. Ponton's kick is taken by Bob Rumble. He gets little yardage as the double blue tacklers are down fast. The Rough Riders, at their season's best, take command. Dicterbrunn hands off to McHugh over the center. He twists and turns for 9 yards. Again, McHugh gets the call as he takes a handoff and grinds over center, picking up 4 yards before he's pulled down. Operating confidently, Dicterbrunn calls signals, goes to the air. A short pass to Roberts. Argos, McFarland, and Adkins are alert and hold the play to a short gain. The Army-bound Gramling, now at quarter, swings to his left. Fires to Bennett at the 1-yard line. Shadow making a crashing tackle. The Riders dent the scoreboard as Billy Bass, an ex-Argo, takes a handoff and dives over for the score. It's Ottawa 6, Toronto nothing. In the second quarter, the fired-up Riders march to their second score. Gramling back to pass, a liner to Bennett, and Adkins is the stopper. The starry South Carolina import sets to pass over the left side to Bob Simpson, and Crow's crew are knocking on the scoring door. Gramling checks his mates, uses the split T option play, finds an opening, and is down to the Argos 6-yard line with Scullion in on the tackle. Second down, handoff to McHugh. But the Argo line tightens and the gain is but a yard. Goal to go as Gramling attempts to special lead the option play. Laterals to Stone. Touchdown! The convert was not good. Ottawa led Argos 11-0. Third quarter now. Ottawa kickoff. Wilson receives, and he gallops over the stripes to the Argo 36-yard line on a nice run. The Ottawa defensive unit forces the Spellers into a kicking situation. Rumble receives Ponton's kick. He's back 8 yards before he's grounded. The Argos encounter difficulty with the split T as Gramling on the option play passes to Stone, and watch the Syracuse streak eat up the yards on a sparkling run. The Riders in high gear as Gramling fades back to pass. Rushed by the Argo line. He fumbles. There's a scramble for the ball. And Copeland recovers for the Scullers. The Argos waste little time with a precious scoring opportunity. A Workowski to Wilson pass takes play to the Ottawa 13-yard line. The pass is again called as Workowski rolls out of the pocket. Flips to Gene Wilson, but Simpson and Stone drop him on the 3-yard line. Nobby calls on import Dick Shadow. He crashes over the left end, and the Argos are on the scoreboard. The Riders pick up a single point late in the final quarter. The double blue keep trying. Workowski fires to Pfeiffer, but it is too little and too late as the Ottawa defense halts the Toronto attack. The result, a surprising 12-5 Ottawa victory that had a serious effect on the Scullers' playoff chances. Montreal at Hamilton. The Ticats, meeting the powerful Als for the third time on the first 5 games of the schedule, play host at Civic Stadium. Well on in the first half, Flippin at quarter. On the option play, he slashes over the right side to the Montreal 11. The play appeals to Flippin as he tries it again. Fumbles and recovers for a short gain. Referee Bowden signals both teams offside and the play is washed up. Second down. Flippin pitches out to the Sepia speedster Bernie Custis. He smashes over for the touchdown. Convert attempt by Logan. Snap is put down. The kick is good. Hamilton 6, Montreal 3. Standout lineman Vince Mazza chats with Coach Boyle. Third quarter, Montreal in possession. Echeverry calls signals, hands off to Webster over the center. Good for 8 yards. The Owls are on the move as Echeverry fades back to pass. Pulls the trigger on a long looping pass. Hunsinger has it and is pulled down by safety man Pete Karpuk and saves a touchdown. Deep in Hamilton territory, the powerful Owls have Coach Boyles pacing in front of the bench. On the T formation, a hand back to Webster, but the middle of the Hamilton front wall reacts to pile him up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, Virgil Wagner takes a handoff, but again the Hamilton line holds strong and there is little gain. 3rd down, 7 to go. The Cats' defensive display halts the advance. The Owls attempt a field goal by Poole. It's good, and the score is tied at 6-6. In the third quarter, Montreal advance again stalled, and Poole tries for a field goal. The ball goes wide of the post, and Pete Karpuk appears to be trapped. He bounces off a tackler, battles his way out to the 11-yard line on a key play in this tense defensive battle. Moving into the fourth quarter, the Tiger Cats are in Montreal territory. The give is to Ramsey on a reverse play. He battles for 7 yards around the left end. The snarling Cats in formation. Custis pitches back to Bobby Flippin. The Owls' Juan Sheridan breaks through to spill the play for a 9-yard loss. 2nd down, Flippin moves in to call signals. Pitch out to Custis. Hunsinger knifes in quickly to hand the Cats another loss. This fine defensive play thwarts a major scoring attempt and forces Hamilton to kick. Cam Fraser punts. Hunsinger chases the ball in the end zone. He's swarmed over by Hamilton tacklers for the important single point. Hamilton 7, Montreal 6. Late in the final period, Hamilton have the ball. A handoff to Custis, but the big Montreal line holds play to a yard gain. The advance stop. Fraser back to kick. Powell receives. He's brought down quickly by Mixa and Arnott. In the dying seconds and trying to save the game on a dramatic play, Echeverry moves back to pass, but the inspired Cat line charges through. A fumble, the black and gold recover, obtaining possession as the game ends. The Hamilton team weathered the storm of an unusual early season schedule as they garner a hard-fought win, handing Montreal their first loss of the season. Hamilton 7, Montreal 6. Hamilton at Toronto. Thanksgiving Day, and the Tiger Cats, after their Saturday road at the Argos, meet the Scullers at Varsity Stadium. In the first quarter, the Cats move deep into Toronto territory as Songen hits Cussero on the right flat, Chatto making the tackle. 1st and goal to go as the Cats break it up in the huddle. Songen calls signals. Cussero takes a handoff, but the Argo line is stubborn at this point, and the gain is 2 yards. 2nd down, Songen fakes, moves back to pass. He collides with the referee, and there's a loss on the play. Coaches Klein and Clare confer at the Argo bench. The Argo bench brains have cause for concern as Songen drops back and arches a pass to Tip Logan, who completes a sparkling play with a diving catch for the touchdown. Coach Boyles and Songen talk it over at the bench. Tip Logan kicks the extra point as he bulges his scoring total for the 2 weekend games. The undermanned Argos fight back. Witkowski at quarter, back to pass. Pfeiffer has it on a fine leaping catch. He eludes a tackler. Moves to midfield. To the 40. Down to the 20. And pushed into touch at the Hamilton 18-yard line. A fine 62-yard pass and run play, which has the Argos supporters up and yelling. 1st and 10 to go. Pitch out to Chatto over the left side. 5 yards. 2nd down. Witkowski back to pass. Screen pass to Chatto. A good block by Parkin, and Argos are on the Cat 5-yard line. Goal to go as Nobby checks his mates. Call signals. Gives to Chatto over the right side, but the Hamilton line restricts play to a 1-yard gain. The Scullers are not to be denied as Wilson takes a handoff and drives over for the score. The fumble and subsequent recovery by Curtis is incidental as the touchdown was scored when Wilson crossed the goal line. Dick Shadow comes out of the game as the Argos are within 3 points of the Cats, Hamilton leading 9-6. The determined Argonauts led briefly in the fourth quarter, 13-10, but the Cats moved smoothly to take command. Songen fires short and wide to Regazzo. Then Songen spots Ramsey over the right side, and the visitors have another first down. Ponton and Berezowski stop the play. Left end and wing back wide. Songen back to pass, gets plenty of time, finds Regazzo open at the Argo 43, and Vito falls forward to the 39. Songen's accurate arm has given the Cats 3 first downs on 3 passes. He completes the 4th consecutive pass, hitting Custis up the middle, and watch Bernie bolt over for the touchdown. Logan's point after is good as the Cats capture the lead. Hamilton 16, Argos 13. With time running out, the Argos know air travel is a necessity. Rakowski sets the pass, an interception by Truant, lateral to Quinlan, and they're down to the Scullers' 6-yard line. Coach Clare appears downcast. Songen uses only a few seconds in applying the clincher before the final gun. Ramsey makes a good catch of Songen's toss. Logan converts, completing a 21-point weekend for this fine Canadian end as the Cats claw the Argos. The final score, Hamilton 22, Toronto 13. Montreal at Toronto. The surprising Scullers on the Als' 5-yard line. Rakowski sets his mates. Hands off to Chateau, who bulls over for the touchdown. The Argos lead 6-0. This display not only surprises Montreal, but the fans as well. Early in the second quarter, Montreal in possession. Grigg takes a pitch out and picks up 9 yards before Fedosov makes the tackle. From the ground to the air, Echeverry tries a flat pass to Powell, but it's just offline and goes incomplete. Second down, Slingin' Sam is back. Looks. Fires on the run. Joey Powell makes a leaping catch for a sparkling touchdown play, and the score is tied at 6-6. The Saucy Scullers click for 2 more scores to lead 18-6 in the third quarter. The Larks, threatened though, as Echeverry fires to Patterson, and he's stopped at the Argo 13-yard line. First down, a handoff to Webster, gains 2 yards as the Argo line are playing inspired ball. Second down, the rifle back to pass. Krechek blocks the pass. Fisher recovers. He eludes Echeverry and takes off on a sparkling 90-yard run. The convert made the score 24-6 for Toronto, but the Als closed the gap with 2 touchdowns as time ran out in the fourth quarter. A touchdown to the good is no insurance against the Als, but the Argos get a break off a penalty and appear to have the game in hand. However, they promptly set the stage for the tying score as McNichol knocks down a pitch out and Tex Kohler recovers. An unhappy Argo bench as Montreal are 1st and 10 on the Toronto 49. Echeverry calls signals. A screen pass to Hunsinger. He slips and slides for a 7-yard gain. Second and 3 as Echeverry fades back, hurls over the right side, complete to Red O'Quinn. Gene Wilson makes the tackle. The Argo bench dwells on every play. At the Argo 28, the rifle is loaded. He hits Patterson at the 17. The big end slips 2 tacklers, smashes through another pair for the touchdown. Echeverry's convert is good, and the gallant Toronto battle appears to have been in vain. With the score tied in the final minute of play, Webster kicks off. Billy Cross has it, still going, slips, falls forward to his own 48-yard line on a fine run back. First down, Argonauts. Hand off to Fedosov. The Montreal right side breaks through to spill him for a yard loss. It appears as though Coach Clare will be content with a tie, but there's still time left as Scullion rushes in with a play. A handoff to Curtis over the right side is good for 6 yards before Moran stops the Argo veteran. This sets the stage for the most dramatic play of the season as Wierkowski initiates a double reverse with Fedosov and Scullion. A hand back to Wierkowski, a long pass. Pfeiffer has it on the dead run. Touchdown! An electrifying 58-yard play that sets off an explosive demonstration by fans and Argo players. Coach Walker can't believe it. Hecker's convert is good. The weary but winning Argos troop to their dressing room amid a delirious hometown crowd. Final score, Toronto 30, Montreal 24. Montreal at Hamilton. The powerful Alouettes finish in first position. The last-place Rough Riders managed to eke out a win over the Als on the last day of the season, but it meant little. The Cats finished in second spot, and this set the stage for Montreal and Hamilton to meet in the two-game playoff. A tight defensive battle for the first half, and in the third quarter, with the Als leading 7-3, the Cats go to the attack. Songen and Kussero combine to move Hamilton deep into Montreal territory. First and 10 on the Als 15, hand off to Custis, who high steps for a 5-yard gain. Second and 5, Kussero is the ball carrier, stopped just short of a first down. On the quarter sneak, Songen plows for the first down, and the courageous Cats are just 4 yards from pay dirt. Into a 9-man line, first and goal to go as Kussero crashes for 2 yards. Just 2 yards to go. Can the Cats break through the big Alouette wing line? Custis takes a handoff, dives. Coulter and Sissia stop him on the 1 short yard. As the Cats come up on the line, Songen hands to Custis. Hugo leads the Als as they stop Custis and climax a brilliant goal line stand. Montreal take over. A handoff to Webster picks up 4 yards as the Cats try to keep the Als pinned in their own end. Second down. Echeverry pitches out to Hunsinger, but the left side of the Hamilton line charges through, and there's little gain. A kicking situation. Tex Coulter booms a punt from his end zone. Bobby Flippin receives and sprints for 15 big yards before he's brought down. Working from the short punt formation, the Cats again try to erase the 4-point deficit. A Songen to Ramsey pass, plus a 6-yard run, and play is at the Larks' 26-yard line. Into T formation, Songen fades back, fires to Ron Howell, and the Rookie Award winner outruns Miller to put the Cats in the lead. The fans go wild. Logan's convert is good, and Hamilton owns a 9-7 lead. Mix of Hamilton kicks off. Hunsinger receives and is back to his own 22-yard line. 8 minutes are left in the game as a penalty sets the Als back to their 12. A long Echeverry to Webster pass is incomplete at midfield with Big Alex in the clear. Second down, Echeverry finds Powell open over the right side, and the Als are on the march. Sam the Rifle still in a passing mood, loops a long one for Powell at the Cat goal line. Montreal interfere in the play, and Hamilton get the ball on their own 5-yard line. Still battling gamely, Songen fades into the goal area, hits Ramsey on the short side for a first down at the Cat 17-yard line. The powerful Montreal line contains the Hamilton attack, and Fraser is forced to kick. Powell is under the punt and takes play to the Als 51. On first down, the accurate Alouette fades back, fires. Hunsinger grabs the pass and sprints for the touchdown on a beautifully executed 59-yard play. The convert is good. Montreal lead 13-9. Kussero takes the Montreal kickoff and snakes his way back to his own 41 on a nifty run back. A quick play, and Hamilton are within striking distance. Songen passes to Custis. The ball bounces out of his hands. Michener has it to relieve the pressure on the Als. Every point counts, as an Echeverry pass late in the game puts Montreal in position for Tex Coulter to punt. Dick Brown is rouged on the play, and the final score, Montreal 14, Hamilton 9, as the Als meet unexpected resistance, taking a slim 5-point lead to Molson Stadium for the second game of the series. Hamilton at Montreal, Game 2. The Cats minus star lineman Vince Mazza attempt to overcome the Als lead. Midway in the first quarter, Montreal add to their series margin as Hunsinger takes a pitch out to the 1-yard line. Echeverry dives over for the major score. Poole's convert gives the Als an 11-point lead as the loyal hometown fans whoop it up. On into the second quarter, the play has been fierce. Echeverry pitches out to Webster. Dick Brown charges in to knock the ball loose. Pete Carpuck scoops up the oval and goes all the way for the score. Logan converts, and again the margin is 5 points. The powerful Als leave little to chance as the rifle triggers a short pass to Joey Powell. He takes off on a jaunt. He's not stopped until he reaches the Hamilton 6-yard line. First down, Echeverry checks his line. Hand off to Hunsinger, but the Hamilton right side hold the play to a yard gain. Goal to go now. Second down. Echeverry flips a screen pass to Hunsinger. He jogs over unmolested. Hunsinger was unpopular in Hamilton before this. He now rates as number 1 on the hate parade with the fans. The scoreboard reads, Montreal 26, Hamilton 16. A dark day for both the Cats and the cameraman. Early in the fourth quarter, Echeverry fires to Webster, and the speedy back completes a spectacular 102-yard play by sprinting over for the score. The Als lead 36-22. They pick up another point as Custis cannot control the long kickoff and is rouged on the play. The Cats are not tamed yet as Songen looks, fires to Ray Ramsey, and the ex-Chicago Card races all the way for the third successive scoring play, excluding Convert. Tip Logan kicks the extra point, and the Alouette lead is again 9 points. From the short punt formation, Hamilton tried desperately to move the ball, but cannot initiate a sustained drive. Cam Fraser kicks. Joey Powell can get little yardage on the return. The final point of the game comes as Poole's field goal attempt is wide and goes for a single. Despite their lead, the Als maintain the pressure. Echeverry passes to Beaulieu, who is stopped at the Hamilton 13-yard line on a fine run. As the game ends, the Hamilton line in the last desperate charge ground Echeverry, but the final score remained. Montreal 38, Hamilton 28. Alouettes are the 1954 Big Four champions. So there you have it, 54 in review. Many are wondering about 55. What would it bring in the way of coach and player changes? How many of the season's star imports will be back next year? Could Carl Boyles continue his rebuilding job to another championship? Will the Argonauts, via the money they spend in obtaining established stars, be able to fill Varsity Stadium next year? Will the new Ottawa coach be able, with limited resources, to compete with the moneyed clubs? These and a lot of other questions may be answered as the off-season moves along toward the opening kickoff next fall. The Big Four season of 54 proved that Montreal had the prize-winning blend. We pay them tribute as one of the greatest clubs ever produced in the East. Montreal Alouettes, Big Four champions, 1954.